Every so often, the Sports Hangover touches on mature topics. Discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Sports Hangover. I am Jeremy. That is Michael, and we both have button-down shirts on, which means we are serious about this show.
We are professionals, Jeremy. That's what it means. When we wear button-downs, we're talking about serious topics here.
Thank you, Michael. This is serious. This involves drugs and baseball, two of the saddest topics I could ever imagine.
Yes.
So Ryan Braun, the Hebrew Hammer, as some call him, has tested positive for steroids, and the truth has come out, and he has been suspended for the remainder of the baseball season, Mike. Okay. And this comes on the heels of him testing positive last year. And his urine sample, we're just filling people in now, his urine sample was somehow manipulated because it wasn't put in the fridge at the guy's house. It was left out.
Okay.
So the tester did not handle the urine properly. Okay. And Ryan Braun trashed this guy last year saying the urine collector put steroids in his pee, all this stuff. I would never do anything like that. He trashed this guy's reputation. The guy was fired from his job. This poor urine collector. Now it comes out that Braun apologized for trashing him, apologized for saying that he was clean, and now he's suspended the rest of the year. And it's been a PR nightmare for this guy because he denied, and now all of a sudden he says, "I'm sorry, I did it," after lying to everyone's face.
Now, Jeremy, I don't feel bad for Ryan Braun at all. Who I feel bad for? The fans, the organization, just everybody in general that actually has to go through this. Because to me, Jeremy, I am okay with steroids. I think I've talked about this before, but I'm okay with steroids in baseball.
But baseball is not okay with them.
And I understand that. But look at what Lance Armstrong did. We talked about him when he was doping. It's almost like if you're going to be the best nowadays, you either are cheating or genetically you are better than everybody else. And like Adrian Peterson, he might be genetically a lot better than most of us. But for Lance Armstrong, he had to do doping. And Ryan Braun, he had to do maybe a little HGH or whatever they're doing because obviously they seem very clueless that they're doping for some reason. Right. And I don't get that. But they need to either legalize a certain type of steroid or they need to go to you can do whatever you want, make baseball more exciting. Let's dope. Let's do it. You're just going to hurt yourself. You're not hurting us. This is more entertaining for us. So I get what baseball's trying to do. They're trying to keep it a fair,
Well, that's what I want to go to. I want to talk about Major League Baseball because the rules of baseball say that you cannot use performance-enhancing drugs. And what Ryan Braun did was A, cheat the system by using those drugs, and B, lie his ass off to everyone and anyone, claiming his innocence, acting like the truth would never come out. And we see it time after time. The truth always comes out.
It does.
And athletes need to learn about this. They need to learn, and they never do learn, honestly.
But you have to think when you're there, when you're like pissing in a cup, and it's like, listen, bro, I did some steroids. Let's cover this up. Let's switch it out. Let's do something. You're faced one-on-one, and you're trying to cover it up. It's like if you were cheating on your girlfriend or whoever, you're not going to go to them and be like, oh, by the way, last night I did this. You're going to lie until it comes out. And that's what these guys are doing.
But you look so much worse when you lie than saying clean. If you say to your girlfriend, listen, two months ago this happened and I regret it. Maybe we can work it out. Maybe you can.
I know, but I understand.
If you lie, and then say, oh, well, this happened a couple times.
But
you're not going to work it out.
The consequences are so big that he lied to save his job, and he wanted those millions of dollars. He was the face of this terrible franchise, and now he is jobless or just suspended for, 100 games or the rest of the year. Right. This isn't a big enough punishment. If you don't want people to do it, make a punishment where you're out of the league, like what I'm going to do in our new fantasy league, which you dropped out of, but you lose, you're out of the league. So you just make it like
it's harsh. It's going to be rough on you when you lose that league.
I'm not going to lose the league.
So what should baseball do? What should the penalty be in this current state? We've been dealing with this in baseball for at least 10 years now, going back to Mark McGwire and Barry Bonds. Yeah. What should baseball do to someone like Ryan Braun who tests positive for drugs and steroids?
I mean, it's ridiculous to say, but it's almost like monitoring little kids. Like, piss test them every game and not tell them when. Like, randomly, once a week, we're going to piss test you. And make sure that all the coaches, that everybody's involved, that if one of your players does this, you're going to get fined and this player will be out of the league. I mean, they have to make the consequences enough to where it's like you're scared of it, because losing 100 games, I'm like, all right, well, it's not a big deal. There's, 50 million games a year in baseball. Who cares if I lose 100? I can still play in the playoffs when my team makes it. So to me, this is like a little slap on the wrist multiple times, and you never get it.
a lot of people are talking about a lifetime ban from baseball.
Yeah.
This sounds crazy, but I think I'm a proponent of that. I think I support that.
I 100% agree. I think you should be a lifetime banned, and whoever their trainers were, if they had personal assistants doing something, helping them, making them lie, they should be out of the league as well. They should all know that this is not just his problem, it's everybody else's who is involved's problem, and they got to somehow lock it down. Or legalize all the drugs in baseball.
And that's a completely different beast, something we have talked about before, and I think it does deserve some discussion down the road. That's not what baseball is going to do.
I know.
That's not what the leaders of our country want to happen. I don't think the elder statement of the United States want that to happen.
Look how good The Rock looks. He's like, what, almost 40 now, and he looks bigger, better than ever. I just watched Fast 6 last night. It was great. He was all buttered up.
One more thing about Ryan Braun. Michael, we're both Jewish people, and neither one of us are really skilled athletically, not as much as we might like to.
Whoa. Speak of yourself.
What sports do you play?
Hockey.
Men's league hockey. You're not real skilled athletically. If you were, you'd probably be playing a professional sport or maybe in high school or something like that. We're not real skilled athletically in most sports, and neither are Jewish people as a whole, and I'm very comfortable saying that.
Yeah.
Ryan Braun was maybe the best Jewish athlete in all of sports right now, at least currently.
Yeah.
His nickname is the Hebrew Hammer. And for what he did to not only all of his fans in Milwaukee, all of his fans across the country, but a whole section of people like Jewish people who believed in him, who put their trust in him, it's even more disappointing for people like that to be able to trust another athlete again. And it's just something about sports where you need to learn you can't trust these guys.
Yeah.
You can't because your heart is going to be broken. Just like a girl. Chances are you're going to meet a great girl and she's going to break your heart before you marry her. And that's just the chances. That's chances in life, man. That is what it is. You just have to be careful with who you trust and who you put your faith in because they're probably going to let you down. And that's really
this is the future of sports. They have to be like Aaron Hernandez. He had issues in college. Now he might not get drafted at this point in time because now everybody's like, well, this guy's issues. He's aggressive. He's doing drugs, doing all this. You're not going to want him anymore because look what could happen. I don't know if Ryan Braun had a history of anything like this, substance abuse for, whatever. But I think you got to look at it a little more closely because you are investing a lot of money. And as like the owner of whatever team you own, say you own the new LA Rams out here, and you have players, you're investing money into these players, and you want these guys to last on the field and also not do anything stupid off the field to hurt your reputation down the road. So I think this is now as an owner and as a GM and as a coach, everybody has to look and say, is this worth the risk? And I think now they're going to say no.
I think that's a great point to leave it at. Thank you all for watching this show today. There's going to be more
very professional today
with Alex Rodriguez. This is a serious topic, folks. Alex Rodriguez is going to be facing some possibly a lifetime ban himself.
He should just retire
the rest of the season. He should retire and go on the sunset. That's not A-Rod's way. He's always out to get in the spotlight.
This is way off topic, but I have a new backdrop here. Please comment if you like my.
Wow, we're having such a professional show.
Please comment if you like the black background. I could decorate it a little bit. I'm working on new designs, so if you have any suggestions, Jeremy needs some new lighting. Maybe a different backdrop.
I like the backdrop too. If you're a Dolphins fan, chime in underneath, and we will use your comment on the show.
All right, if we don't get
make sure you subscribe, and thanks for supporting us, and thanks for watching.
If we don't get blessed reviews, we'll be back sometime soon.